So for the pattern drafting, this is the measurement we are going to use. The shoulder of the lady is 15, shoulder to bust 10, shoulder to under bust is 14, shoulder to waist 17, our bust circumference is 34, under bust circumference is 26, our waist circumference is 27, then our hip circumference is 40. Then now the first thing you need is the pattern block. You can see we have started, this is where the pattern will start, and this is where it's going to start from here. So now the next thing you ask yourself, you look at this measurement, which one is the biggest? If you look at this measurement, the biggest is hip, which is 40. So you say 40 divided by 2 is going to give you 20. Then you add another 5 inches to it for you to have your pattern block. Please let me recap that. For you to get your pattern block in any pattern you want to do, check your measurement, the biggest measurement, divide it by 2, then add extra 5 to it. My biggest measurement is 40, divided by 2 is 20, then I've added extra 5. That is why I have this 25. So it means that my front pattern and my back pattern, all of them is going to be contained in this block. So now let's start. Shoulder to bust is 10. So I'm going to mark 10. Shoulder to under bust is 14. I'm going to mark all these things, then we get back. 0.5 because our shoulder is 15. And this is the front pattern and this is the back pattern. Remember, our block was 25. So I have now come out with 1 inch. This 1 inch now is for zipper allowance. Somebody may say we don't need zip for corset, but don't worry, as we progress, you will know why I added this zipper allowance. So now if you look at this, we have the chest line, we have the bust line, we have the under bust line, we have the waistline. We can use this as the hip. But coming to the back, the only thing we have here is the chest line, the waistline, and the hip line. Why? Because there is no bust at the back. And there is no under bust at the back. So what you need for the back is the chest line and the waistline, maybe the hip, depending on the kind of corset you are showing. And I want to show you another thing. If you look at here, this is the waistline. You can see that this waistline is longer than the waistline we have here. Why? It's because of our bust. Because the difference between our front bust from our shoulder to waist for the front is 1.5 difference. We have 17 here, but for the back, if you look at this back, we are going to have 15.5. The back is 15.5. So now what I want you all to do, get your measurements, then now arrange your pattern like this. Everything I've done here, I want you to do it. When you do it and finish, you submit it to the group. When you submit it to the group, then we are going to continue. I don't like working with people that are not serious, so it's not easy for me to dish out this knowledge for free. So I want to be sure that you are serious. So I want to see your own pattern. Then we continue with the drafting. I want to see your own exactly like this, the front and the back. Thank you for training with us. This is Jomako Fashion Academy. Okay, let's continue. This was where we stopped. So remember I said for the back, I will tell you why I have to have this zipper allowance. If you look at the human body, the back, our back is not straight. Zipper allowance is not supposed to be like this. Our back is not straight. Our back always curving at the waistline. So the first thing you need to do for this back is to come in. You come in by 1 inch. When you come in by 1 inch, then you check what you have for your chest line. My chest line was 8.5. Then you divide it by 2. When you divide it by 2, that place that you mark, you carry your pattern paper, place it on this 1 inch, and make it to come exactly to this place you have ½ inch. So right now, all our measurement is going to start from this new slanted line. It's not this one again. So if we want to do our waist measurement, we are starting here to put our waist measurement. If we want to do our chest measurement, we are going to start here to do our chest measurement. So that was the reason I had to have this zipper allowance first. So now let's go back to our front pattern. So now the next thing we need is our bust span. The bust span of this person is 8. The bust span is 8. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we are going to mark 4 on our bust line. You mark 4 on the bust line, and you also mark 4 on your waistline. Then you mark 4 on your hip line. That is if you are making the one that will reach the hip. It depends on what you are making. We have our bust pan. This is where we are going to take our measurements. So now the next thing we want to do is to take our darts. The bust of this person is 34, that is the circumference, and the underbust is 26. So for the dart is going to be 1.25 on both sides. Please note that this dart is not constant for everyone. Oh. You have to know how to calculate to know what is exactly your dart. That is why you need to join our full course so that you learn how we calculate to know a particular dart for each person. So for this very client, the dart is 1.25. So now I've marked 1.25 at the underbust. I'm going to mark the same 1.25 also at the waistline. I'm going to mark 1.25. Then I'm going to connect them like this. This first one now, I'm doing it as if you just want to do the one that stop at the waistline. Then you want to join it to your skirt. So I'm going to take everybody along. So let's assume you want to join it to your skirt. So now you come to this bust line and you come down by 1 inch from the bust line. Come down by 1 inch. So now we have come down by 1 inch. So from that place that you come down by 1 inch, you keep your pattern master. So this is what you are going to have. Then the next thing you ask yourself, so the next thing you want to do now is to know the cup size so that you know the overbust where you will go to. So for this one, I want the overbust to be 2 inches. So I'm going to go up from the chest line by 2. So you go up from the chest line by 2. It's not also constant. It's not constant. You go up by 2. Then you still mark your bust pan line, which was 4. So we are going to connect this line. So what we did here was called underbust tightening. So now we want to do the overbust tightening. Remember, we contour this one with 1.25. But for the upper part, we are going to contour by 0.75 on both sides. All this depends on the bust size of the person. Once you know how to calculate, then you will know what to use. So we are going to take it back to the bust line. So now our underbust and our overbust contouring, we have done it. So the next thing now we need to do is to start putting our measurement. The first measurement we want to put is our underbust measurement. The underbust of this person is the underbust is 26. So now 26 divided by 4. 26 divided by 4 is going to give us 6.5. So now you remember that we have 1.25 on both sides. So 6.5 plus this 1.25 on both sides is 2.5. So everything we are going to have here for the underbust is 9. What we have here for the underbust is 9 inches that you mark it. So whatever you mark for your underbust, take exactly that measurement and mark for your bust line. Mark it for your bust line and your chest line. Please note that for you to do this, your calculation was right. For you to do this, your calculation must be right. So whatever you have for your underbust, you do it also for your bust line. So we are done with that. We are done with that now. So we have this. So the next thing we want to do now is to check the waist circumference. The waist circumference is 27. 27 divided by 4. 27 divided by 4 is 6.25. So now 6.25 plus the dart intake of 2.5. 2.5. is going to give us 8.95. But remember that this is corset. What we have is 8.95. 8.95. And remember that this is corset. So we are going to snatch. Our waist was 27. So now we are going to remove 2 from our waist. So we are not using 27 again. We are going to use 25. So you say 25 divided by 4 is going to give you 6.25. You mark 6.25. Then you now mark the 2-inch that is your this thing. The 2-inch that is still your that, and it still takes you here. So you have everything like this. So now we want to do the cup. We want to do the cup now. So you now ask yourself, what is the cup size of this person? That's from our bust to our under bust is what we have is 4. So you have to add 1 to it. What we have. So now there are 2 ways that you can get the cup, how the cup will stop here. From this place, what you have, you check what you have here. From this shoulder line to this place, you divide it by 2. You mark, you know that is where the cup will stop. Or whatever you have here, you put ½ inch or 1 inch to it. So for this one, let's divide this place by 2. So we know that it's this place. And when we want to do the yoke, we don't want the yoke to go up too much. We will come down here by ½ inch. It always helps when you come down from this place by ½ inch. Even when you are doing the boning is not going to choke the person. So always come down by ½ inch. And remember, I said that if you want the corset to really full, to really cover the person's bust, that is when you go up like this. So now from here you connect to this place, and from here you now ask yourself, where do you want to be the center? Always remember, you come in here by ½ inch from your chest line or your bust line, or you go up. But for this one, I would like to go up by just ½ inch from the shoulder, or sorry, from the bust line. I want to go up by ½ inch and also come in by ½ inch. And the cup of this person is not going to cover this person too much, so I will not be using this one. I'm going to use from chest line, I'm going to use just 1 inch from chest line. I was just trying to use it to teach you. So now if you want it to be very covered, please use this one. But if you want the person bust to show a little, come down again and use this one. And you can also use as far as using the chest line, and you can even use the bust line. There is one picture I showed you in that place. What the person was doing was that the person used the bust line. The person used the bust line to drop that corset. That is why the woman's bust is coming out everywhere. So for this one, I'm going up by ½ inch. So when you go up by ½ inch, you take it from this here that line. Take from this here that line and connect to that ½ inch like this. You see what we have. Then you come back again from this that line again. You also connect it to this ½ inch. Okay, we have something like that. Then from this place again, you connect. You see the cups are forming. Then from here also. So now we have our 2-part corset. This one now is 2 parts. This one now you are seeing here is 2 parts. Then what if you want to do a 3-part corset? If you want to do a 3-part corset, all you need to do is to come to this center line. From your bust line, come in by 0.7. Then from your bust line at the center, go up by 1 inch. Then come to this side from your bust line, come in from your bust line by 1 inch, or you can also use 1.25. Then you connect the lines. Don't allow it to be sharp. You can see you have your 3-part corset there. So this is 1, call it 1A, 1B, this is 2, and this is 3.